Happening now, a big day in Artesia. The temporary immigration detention center is getting a visit from the U.S. Secretary of Homeland Security and State Senator Martin Heinrich today. That is where some of the women and children from Central America are entering the U.S. illegally are being housed. The Artesia Center is set up as a temporary holding facility. As many as 700 wait for deportation or seek asylum. It's one of the several sites across the Southwest set up to deal with the tens of thousands of people who are overwhelming the system. Last week, Artesia residents crowded a town hall meeting expressing a lot of concerns about the site. Meanwhile, on Capitol Hill today, lawmakers in the Senate Appropriations Committee are working out a possible compromise to deport the underage undocumented immigrants quicker. It's part of President Obama's $3.7 billion emergency request to address the immigration crisis. As the U.S. is overwhelmed by the influx, officials from the U.S., Mexico, and Central American nations are meeting for a second day in Nicaragua to update a 30-year-old declaration regarding the obligations nations have to aid refugees. Now, this morning, there is word the U.S. Border Patrol is stopping transporting the immigrants to San Diego, which is Southern California, after they're released in South Texas. That experiment backlashed when protesters blocked a road and forced busloads of immigrants to be rerouted. Well, back here at home, new standards to increase the quality at New Mexico's child development centers have the owners of those centers concerned about the lack of resources. Center owners have been urging CYFD to raise the bar for years. They say the department responded, but without consulting the owners about the cost of meeting those standards. So there is a meeting today. It's happening from 1:30 to 3:30 at the Sheraton Uptown. Center owners will explain what they can and can't do with the resources the state spends on early childhood education. A wild scene plays out at a popular Albuquerque grocery store after police say a career criminal came running in, sending workers and customers running out. Albuquerque police evacuated Pro's Ranch Market at Central and Atrisco after 2 p.m. yesterday when they say 41-year-old Gabriel Matthews ran inside to hide. Customers were turned away and employees had to wait outside for hours.
They're just cops came in and we just told everybody to get out. And after that, everybody got out and I got really scared. I just wanted to get out of work and leave.
Well, police had to try and stop the suspect who had a warrant out for his arrest. They say he took off in a stolen truck. Police later found Matthews inside the store, hiding in a walk-in freezer. Matthew now faces charges for auto theft and for trying to escape from officers. And just down the road, some sort of family fight ends with a man accused of shooting his uncle. It happened yesterday afternoon. Bernalillo County Sheriff deputies arrived to the scene near Coors and Blake and found a man in his 50s suffering from a bullet wound in the arm. They say the nephew took off running but was spotted by the sheriff's helicopter and was quickly caught. The wounded man was taken to the hospital. We're told his condition is stable. A man accused of trying to solicit a 13-year-old girl for sex was in court yesterday. Walter Brown is accused of sending naked pictures and explicit text messages. Bernalillo County deputies arrested him Wednesday. Authorities say Brown solicited the girl while he was out on bond for allegedly stabbing a man to death back in 2011. Now, his stay in jail in that case was cut short because his attorney argued that his $250,000 bond at the time was too high. The Supreme Court agreed, so Brown was able to bond out in that case. Now, the district attorney's office says it plans to file a new motion to change the conditions of his release. Albuquerque's plan to create a new multi-million-dollar transfer station for the city's trash is raising a stink with neighbors.
With 18-wheelers, large trucks, lots of garbage trucks. Every morning, once at least in the middle of the day and once in the evening, all coming to one spot.
The city wants to build a $39 million solid waste facility at Edith and Comanche. Garbage trucks and the public would bring in the trash, then semi-trucks would haul it off to the landfill. Some neighbors are concerned about increased traffic, pollution, odor, and littering. Others say it might be more convenient. The city says it would save millions.
Because I live down here in the North Valley, which is going to create a lot of traffic and hassle sometimes. But then again, it's going to be nicer because it's here closer to home.
And we're hoping to save anywhere from $4.4 million to $10 million a year just by not taking that extra trip out to the landfill with all of our collection vehicles.
That is way cool.
The city says the project is several years out. If approved, it wouldn't open up until 2018. For more than a year, we've been telling you this could happen, and today it is happening. According to the Albuquerque Business First, UNM is expected to close the deal to buy the former First Baptist Church that is on Central and Broadway. The 7-acre site will be the center of a planned tech hub called Innovate ABQ. It's a joint effort by UNM, the government, and private businesses to create a highly connected community where people will live, work, and play. It will combine the research power of the university with other resources to create new companies, grow existing ones, attract more out-of-state business, and generate jobs. We'll keep you posted. Well, Santa Fe already bans tobacco use in many public areas. Well, now a city councilor wants to expand the ban to public parks, including the plaza.
Banning all types of smoking within all parks throughout the city of Santa Fe. I'm also looking to include chewing tobacco and e-cigarettes.
So Councilor Ron Trujillo there introduced the proposed ban, and he is catching some flack over the e-cig part of it. You see, one councilor says if it's not taken out, she may vote against the bill. Trujillo says he is open to a compromise. We'll keep you posted on that.